Chapter 27. I bought my car the next day, a Chevy Cavalier with a sunroof and torn bucket seats. It wasn't quite the one I've dreamed of. I couldn't afford the Corvette convertible, but it was red, and most importantly, it was mine. Opal came with me when I drove it off the lot. She christened it with sparkling apple cider, opened the bottle, and poured it over the left front bumper as the used car salesman applauded. A red car. My dad would approve. He'd gotten out of jail when Sue Ann Turnbolt paid his bail. I knew this because I'd called the jail. I'd had the car for 3 days and already I'd waxed it twice. I used the gentle circling motion Dad taught me when he used to wax his cars, careful to not leave any streaks or buildup. It's funny the things we hold on to from our parents and the things we leave behind. I was driving down Lakeshore Drive with the picnic in a basket. Fried chicken, olive rolls, fruit salad, and lemon cookies. I pulled into the driveway of Shady Oaks Nursing Home and walked inside, up the stairs, past the nurse's station, past the tired, blank stares of the old people in wheelchairs and walkers to my grandmother's room. Gladys was sitting in a chair by the window reading. She smiled so big when I walked in. "Well," she declared. "Look, Millie, it's Jenna, back from Texas." "Texas," my grandmother said flatly. I handed Gladys a postcard of the big Texas sky. "That piece of the sky I promised you." Gladys held it to her heart, smiling. "Come on, Grandma," I said. "We're going on that picnic." Grandma looked at Gladys, who said, "Millie, you go on now with Jenna. She'll take good care of you." Grandma wanted to wear her pink sweater even though I told her it was hot. I helped her on with it. The memory board had my Daisy postcard pinned to it alongside one of Faith's new modeling photos. I took off my little sign that read, "Jenna's gone to Texas. She'll see you when she gets back." I pointed to Faith's smiling face. "Faith and I are going to come together next week to see you, Grandma, but I wanted to spend some time with you alone." Grandma walked out the door with me like a little child. It took a few tries to get her in the car, but once we got moving, she started smiling. "I know you don't remember everything like you wished," I said as I pulled onto Lakeshore Drive, "but I promise you when I got my car, I'd take you on a picnic." "Picnic?" said my grandmother. I drove to the Belmont Harbor exit, got off by the boats, parked near the water, and helped my grandmother out of the car. She walked with me slowly. I found a park bench, put a blanket down. Her face lit up for a minute. "Jenna," she said. I smiled. She remembered. "Yeah, Grandma, it's me." "You never like keeping your underpants on," she announced. I laughed. "That's not true." "You were always running buck naked around the yard." I opened the picnic basket, laughing. Of all the things about me to remember. "I got over it," I said, and handed her a plate. "I don't remember things like I used to," she said sadly. "I know. I can see you as a child sometimes, but not, I know." "I would like to remember you more," she said, looking off as a pigeon swooped down and ate a piece of her cookie. "I know. It's not your fault." She ate a little bit and didn't say much. She fed the squirrels, though. So I talked about shoes and Harry Bender, about Mrs. Gladstone and Cadillacs, about driving and earning money and buying my car and what happens to a person when they've been to Texas. "I think Texas makes you think about things in a bigger way," I said. "I've never been anywhere that changed me so much." Grandma was picking at her shoelaces. "Tight," she said. I bent down to check them, loosened the laces, made sure the tongs lay flat, relaced them. She was silent as I helped. The grass was scorched and brown from the hot summer sun. We headed toward the car, Grandma and me. I said, "I remember when I was a little girl and we'd make that grape jam from the grapes in your yard, and I'd get it all over everything." "Including the cat," she said softly. I opened the car door. She got inside and grabbed my hand like it was a life raft. I crouched down, held her hand for the longest time. So much sadness, so much pain. But remembering the good things, that's what keeps anyone going.